number 5. It actually comes from the world of mediation. Any of you ever been through a mediation, like a conflict, a dispute mediation? Some of you clearly have. If you ever go through a really ugly conflict, it could be a business conflict, it could be a family conflict, any kind of conflict, and it's really ugly, and you go to a mediator whose job is to help you solve this problem. One of the things an effective mediator might do on day 1, when he or she brings the people into the room, the mediator might say something like this: you two think you hate each other today? We're going to be at this for a week. And about 3 days into this process, you're going to hate each other more than you've ever hated each other. And when that happens, I just want you to remember something. That's normal. That's normal. Now think about why a mediator might say that. What happens if the mediator doesn't say that? And 3 days into the week, you hate each other more than you've ever hated each other. The emotions have gotten even stronger. There's more anger and anxiety than ever before. What are you going to think? You're going to think this is not working. All right, we're moving in the wrong direction. And you're going to quit the process entirely. And what the mediator is doing, it's called normalizing the process. The mediator is normalizing the process for you. They're letting you know that things don't go from bad to good, getting better every day when you try to take on these difficult challenges. The process from bad to good goes a little bit like this. And that's how you get there. So when you're down there, you don't overweight it too much. You don't read too much into it. This idea of normalizing the process is something we should be doing in negotiations of all kinds, not just ugly conflicts. I was talking to a guy from, he had a business in South Asia, and his business was, he had a lot of manufacturing facilities. One of the things he told me, we were talking about something else, he brought this issue up. He says, one of the things I've learned is I will not do business with anybody from the West, he said. And by the West, he meant the US, Europe, etc. He said, I will not do business with anybody from the West unless they are willing to fly into my city, get out of the airport, get into a car that we'll send for them, and drive from the airport to our manufacturing facilities, which are about 18 kilometers away and take about 3 hours to get to. Until they've done that once, they don't know how it works here. And the first time something goes wrong, they assume it's because we're stealing from them or because we don't know what we're doing. You need to normalize the process for them even when you're selling to them, but too often we don't do that. We're so busy trying to seal the deal, sign the deal, get them to say yes, that we make it sound like nothing will go wrong. There will be no disruptions. There will be no delays. We'll always be seeming as enthusiastic as we are today. And when any of those things change or go wrong, they end up overweighting it. But when you've let them know along the way, here's what's normal, here's how we get from here to there, we'll get there, but here's the path to it, it's less likely that delays, disruptions, and other sorts of bumps in the road end up being relationship killers down the line.